the mirror. Mount Olympus. They don't let up. Here we go. Legions of Kronos.
Beautiful mirror. You'll always look gorgeous, but its real power is to help me quickly seek you out and bestow on you the very best I can.
Autoseekers. I'm grateful, Daedalus.
The noble princess of the dead at last. I am your cousin Athena. I'm proud to welcome you to Olympus. Yet I could be prouder, as this wasn't always such a miserable place.
Hail, Lady Athena, and well met. Please call me Melinoi. Now where can I direct my wrath, that we may liberate your mountain stronghold and see its glory all restored?
Well met indeed, Melinoi. The wretched Titan's armies have infiltrated our most sacred grounds. On them, your wrath may be well spent, especially as you rise toward the summit, where most of our family now takes refuge.
The Palace of Zeus. And what of you? Why aren't the others out here fighting by your side?
Because that is precisely what our strategy requires, for they aided your arrival, did they not? Now let us go our separate ways, and may my blessing aid in your ascent. The might and fury of Olympus be with you. Back into the fray.
In the name of Hades. Time to send a message. Raiders. Now for the last one. Blast off. Spotted them. It's done. Olympus, I accept this message. Felt that. I should be able to avoid this lot. From the king and queen. Lord Charon, sort of.
Heights such as these are no place for the boatmen of the underworld, and yet his wares are curiously to be found, born here perhaps by allies that remain unseen.
Allies whom I certainly appreciate. A note says, "Hey, M, take what you need for gold. Honor system." In the name of Hades. Flame of the hearth. Join me. quiet here, at least. What was that? Olympus, I accept this message. Fair trade. Golly, is that you? What are you doing all the way up here? Good luck with your mission.
Stop right there. Ah, here comes the unexpected wrinkle in my master's plan. I know who you are, lost daughter of Hades. And I know that you know who I am. I had a premonition of this very moment.
Lord Prometheus, I presume. You must have premonitions all the time. I'd not heard you were liberated, or that Kronos is the master you serve. Solidarity between titans, then?
Call it a change of heart. I was a coward and a fool, you see, to have sided once with gods against my kind, but no more. This is my attempt at atonement.
What, by leading this reckless assault? I never took you for a coward, but you remain a fool.
Perhaps you're right, but I shall be a victorious fool at least. For I have seen you stand no chance at all. Items attack.
Save your troubles for your master Kronos.
It's not my troubles that I mean to save. Agent of change. You God. I hate you all.
He's gone. A feather. Needed that. Rocky fetch. Well done. What happened here? Out there, is that... Something's inside those clouds. Oh, gods. Another tremor. Next floor. That's... Gods. This is it. All these monstrosities. Oh no. Hear me, on my authority. Last chance.
So,
That monster, that was Typhon. In the name of Hades. Beautiful.
Greetings to you.
There. Here, fishy. And caught. This is a lamprey. Higher up.
Hey!
Hermes, you're here.
You made it all the way up here. That's great. Except what isn't great is Typhon. You've run into him already, probably. A mountain-sized monstrosity and all his brood?
This storm, this infestation. All of this is Typhon's doing then. How did he get here? How do we stop him?
No easy answers for you, except Gramps brought this on us, all part of his plan. The others can hold fast a while in Pop's palace, but they need your help. I better report to Heck. Be safe.
You too. Life.
Dearie.
Fetch that, please, Rocky. Why, thank you. This is it. The father of all monsters. Can't sense his life force at all. Just a foe. It's just another foe. He's gone into the storm. Lady Athena! He's looking worse. Olympus, no. I've trained to slay Kronos, not the father of all monsters. What do I do?
You have returned.
So, how's it going on Olympus recently? Or wherever you were last night? See anything good up there besides the snow? Not sure how come I know about snow.
I made it all the way to the summit, where I confronted the ancient monster called Typhon. It said that all of the monsters can be traced directly to him, but he's by far the biggest and the worst I've ever seen.
Mel, I'm the one who's supposed to scare you, not the other way around. So, did you beat this guy or what?
Not quite, but I intend to.
Well, let me know if I can help.
There's something new here.
The heavens themselves abide you. My sisters told me of a certain prophecy even I thought would never come to pass. That Olympus would once again face the fury of the father of all monsters, and their conflict would shake the world to its core. And now it's happening.
You mean you knew Typhon's attack was a real possibility? Why didn't you warn us? We could have prepared.
I was not permitted to warn you. Had I done so, it merely would have expedited an outcome I now realize was bound to happen anyway. Though perhaps your implication is correct, and this is all my fault.
What? How is this all your fault? Unless you aided Kronos in awakening the most notorious fiend the gods ever faced, I don't see how you had anything to do with this.
Unraveling a fateful bond. I abetted your plans to gain the surface. The awakening of Typhon. Perhaps it's a punishment. And a reminder never to defy the fates. Princess, please forgive me.
Nonsense. Kronos did this, not you. I reached the summit of Olympus finally. They're fighting back against Typhon himself. Perhaps you knew already. He's quite enormous, yes. Moon dust.
Help yourself.
Here's a big one. Lady Medea.
Good evening.
Now.
So many more shades of the dead now linger here. And the earthy aroma, quite unlike before. These crossroads changed since last I visited.
Welcome back to the abode, Lady Medea. What brings you here? And will you be staying with us for a little while?
No, I am Great Hecate's eyes upon the surface. But the night is young, and I've business with the broker there. A surplus of bones to exchange. See you above and below, sorceress.
See you. Hey, Nem. Are you available to make another visit to the springs? Take a load off, come back to our senses a bit.
Shoulder's been acting up again. Could be it helps with that. Don't like having to take this suit off, but that's the trade. Really shouldn't get too comfortable in here. First time you beat me in a fight, sparring match, whatever, got me right in the back of the neck. Took advantage of our height difference. Was a surprise.
I'd lost to you so often, at some point, I figured I could lull you into overconfidence. That even you could be susceptible to such a thing.
You weren't wrong. Made me so angry. Swore I'd never underestimate my opponent again. Then proceeded to convince myself you'd never beat me at the task. Our task.
So you've a bit of pride. You're not trying to stamp it out completely, right? Just keep it in check. Besides, I'd like to think we're not at odds in what we're trying to achieve.
We're not. But I can only push myself so hard. Seeing you getting stronger, getting closer, gives me the extra push I need.
I'd no idea. I always thought I got my competitive spirit from you. Anyway, do let me know if you need anything else, such as lending a hand putting on that suit of yours.
Or taking it off. Yeah. Though, can't let myself become too used to this.
Maybe just a little used to it then.
Well, enough sitting around. Time for some standing around to balance it out.
Off we go then.
A moment, goddess.
Live and thrive. you'll flourish here.
You've Typhon to contend with on that mountaintop, Goddess? Our shades say he's near the size of a mountain himself. Please tell me that's hyperbole on their part.
Well, to put it in perspective, by my estimation, he's at least 100 times the size of Polyphemus. Though I've not had the opportunity to take his measure properly.
You'll take his measure yet, I reckon. It's what you've done with every other foe you've faced thus far. Our shades and the Good Witch think it unwise to take on such a threat yourself, but you're not planning to back down, are you?
No.
Good.
Judgment.
Thin air upon that mountain made you mad, Malinoe. Confronting Typhon of all creatures face to face. Hermes told me everything, save what was going through your head.
I was not about to turn my back on my family, especially not after having come so far. What should I have done? Flee at the first sight of that monster? We flee only as a last resort.
That we do. And you'd best keep reminding yourself of it ere you confront the father of all monsters again. Do not take unnecessary risks, or lose sight of the task.
We do as we must. No way of knowing how much life force Typhon has. Just have to slay him anyway. Come, spirits of the dead. I have a task for you. So mote it be. Should be a nice quiet spot to catch a river denizen or two. By will of night shall I confront still greater rivals now.
You have it.
Fire and earth, between heaven and hell, make manifest my thoughts, complete my spell. So mote it be. Trade you. Just checking up on you. Power to create. It's cooking. The silver pool. black coat. Envelop me in darkness that our foes cannot escape.
I like the sound of that. May we converse? Mind telling all these shades that no, the father of all monsters isn't back? Because they're so caught up with this outrageous rumor, they don't buy it when I tell them.
Commander, the thing is, I confronted Typhon himself just last night. While Kronos schemes from the underworld, that monstrosity attacks Olympus.
I knew all that. It's just, I was just checking to see if my disciples had the nerve to stand up for that which they truly believed. And they did. Nice going, everyone.
So you knew of Typhon's return?
Yeah.
The bangle.
Over here.
Show the commander.
Not in.
I can intensify the vow of rivals now. Should be a lively evening. The warrior sigil. Was beginning to think this one would never show his face. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
A fellow student of death, to have confronted monstrous Typhon with such zeal. My kin insisted that I act upon the violence spiraling out of control, and I do wish to see your prowess, so here, a first of many contributions to the cause.
The will to fight. To rest.
Ever wondered just how gargantuan is Typhon, the father of all monsters, truly? Well, you need but pay a visit here and you'll find out. Till then, we'll just have to fend him off.
I never thought Kronos completely mad. But what else could have driven him to use the father of all monsters as a weapon? Typhon heeds no master. The destruction of Olympus shall not sate his appetites.
The might of the heavens.
uncharted waters soon is to be found.
Victory! I got a soul belly? I'll take it.
Dye the silk and load it. Sting. Oh, it's you. You know the gods did this to me, don't you? Although I shouldn't say the gods. It was truly just the one. But the others, they didn't care. They were complicit in the whole thing. It was as though I was a spider to them all along.
Arachne, the gods could be kinder to mortals. You'll hear no argument from me on that. I have a certain point of view on it myself. Most mortals I've met, they've all been dead.
Yet you abide Olympus anyhow. I understand, I do. They're family. And that's one thing we can never change. Not really. Although the Titan whom you're up against, isn't he family too? Absolutely stunning. Farewell.
Shall we cross blades again? Whatever you were paid was not enough.
What are we ever going to do about our poor summit? That ugly Typhon made it all the way out here, and he's been ruining everything. Well, we are not going to let him walk all over us.
Stay in the circle now. Nothing in range. The black coat shines. I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
That foolish Titan. He has awakened Typhon, the most terrible monstrosity that ever lived. I still bear my scars from when we first clashed very long ago. Together, we did vanquish him before. We shall have to manage it again.
Together we shine.
Together we shine.
is, but bad news is, it's Typhon, and he's big. But my pop stopped him once, so how hard could it be?
This one.
There are occasions on which I would pay the boatman's fare myself. So many souls did I send down at once into the underworld. Those were good times.
For the battle to come. I know you require only gold, my lord. Nevertheless, I wanted to give you something more. I've always found your commitment to the realm and to your discipline inspiring. I made it all the way up to the Mountain of the Gods, my lord. Though I missed you up there. Never thought I'd see a place you couldn't reach by boat. You have a very good distributor.
Returned from above. Had your fill of Olympus for a while. Surpassing me here must be far less burdensome than having to gouge all of Typhon's eyes.
It's positively pleasant by comparison. But I'll get back to dealing with the father of all monsters soon enough.
Then gather what strength you can in the meantime. For now, the underworld awaits. But I yet hold the key.
It's no use.
I would not willingly confront the fury of Xinth for merely anyone, Melinoe.
Your rival has fallen.
Greetings. Please take your time.
The fan.
Fine choice. At last you have returned to more familiar environs, girl. Neither the gods nor the fates want you upon the surface of this world, yet you insist on fighting there for them.
I suppose I'll be more welcome in my father's home later this eve. As you can see, I'm willing to fight there as well.
Ah, but you have such a long way to go. Confined to making the journey by foot like a pathetic mortal. Do be sure to conserve some of your strength for the final stretch.
Onward, Rocky. An unfamiliar tune. All that metal holds the very sea at bay. No. Those spouts again. I have blood to spare. So quiet. Into the purse. It's heartening to know that the origin of all existence also is a source of such limitless curiosity. Here's to finding great interest even in the simplest of things.
Substances such as this nectar, is it not interesting how they can be made, but not unmade? Everything in essence is itself. What you're offering to me is truly unique in its own right, and I thank you for it. The weavings of the fates are said to bind both mortals and immortals alike. The course and outcome of all lives all preordained. Thus the sense of choice is merely an illusion. Do you believe this, Spawn of Hades? Respond.
I think the fates determine much about our lives. When and where we are born, for instance, and to whom. But I don't think they set every detail. And I know they're not weaving it all right now, because Kronos has them.
I see. For the most part, I concur with your assessment. I am the reason Kronos has them now. He asked me where to find them, and I decided to tell him. To verify such choices could be made without their influence. Now do you understand my quandary? Respond.
Oh no. Almighty Chaos, you were deceived. Kronos wished to find the Fates for his own gain. They were one of the only forces in this world powerful enough to stop him.
Yet they are not so powerful as they appeared. Nevertheless, I think you are correct. Kronos indicated his intentions were benign. I am unfamiliar with deceit and was misled. I remain quite displeased about this still.
Worth the risk. Good. This golden nectar is nothing in comparison to your splendor, Queen Hera, but it's the very best we have where I am from. To your eternal beauty, grace, and wisdom.
You needn't be a flatterer, you know. I aid you not from love, but from necessity. If there's a lesson I can impart, it's that you ought to keep your guard up at all times. It's blasted Typhon, girl. The worst monstrosity you can imagine. Kronos up and decided to wake him from his deathly slumber and pointed him towards us. So what if we cannot die? Things can still be very bad for us.
Don't be frightened.
Most excellent.
Place, filled with such terrible misunderstandings as can veil the beauty we so often don't appreciate enough.
Here she comes. Now she's upset. Foolish.
Each time our passions run high, I think our relationship only grows richer for it.
Going in.
Got here as quickly as I could. One's open.
Not now.
Keep going. Area secure.
Sister Artemis.
What's all this extra generosity from you lately? It's putting me on edge. Don't you go acting like this is goodbye.
It's merely that the arrow-riddled remnants of my foes give me occasion to reflect. I tell myself never to take my dear friends for granted.
We've bigger problems on Olympus than we counted on, I hear. Our worst fears realized and so on. You'd think I'd be more capable of tracking prey that's Typhon size.
You were tracking Kronos, me perhaps. But if it's any consolation, finding Typhon ought to be quite easy at this point. Bringing him down, less so.
I'll take your word for it. My father's much too proud to call me back to aid in our defense. Says I'm still needed here. If he wants Typhon to himself so badly, he can have him. For your journey.
There. See you. I'm soaked. You should have stayed in shadow. And scoop. The hunt begins. To me. Another chitin.
You witches like to use your feminine wiles to get your way? Well, now is the time to use every means at our disposal. Why, even Aphrodite has taken up the cause, not to mention the spear.
Oh, I'm no novice with the spear, Lord Zeus. For there are those against whom not even my feminine wiles prove as effective as a sharp and pointy bit of metal tends to be. I think our underworld kin can probably relate.
Sails up, onward go, gliding free. There, past the edge of the world, lie the treasures of discovery. Borne on a faraway wind, toward isles that have yet to be.
The old song and dance.
Soak it up, lady. One of our proud sponsors made all our dreams come true. A brand new stage and a collaboration with one of the biggest names this side of the sea.
Charybdis, here with you. This is no sponsor's doing, but the will of night. As fear spreads, so do these manifestations of nightmares. My own, apparently.
Badmouth our sponsor all you like, but they got taste, and you do not. We're debuting our latest single thanks to them, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. At least not the first part. This song's coming right in the heart, please! Look, we walk straight up onto our shore. Lady, you're between a rock and a hard place.
Gah, I prefer their smaller shows.
How'd you get all those other shades out there to do the busy work around here anyway? They practically worship the ground you walk on.
Headmistress took them in. I helped train and communicate with them. Many came from being trapped between the realms. Some never got a proper burial. Others died unfulfilled or violently. They never made it to the underworld.
Oof, that's rough. Say, you don't think I fall into one of those categories there, do you? I'd hate to think I didn't get a proper burial.
It's not a laughing matter, Dora. Yes.
Oh, babe!
Such a mess.
Babe, no one ever gets me anything like this. Except the last couple of times you got me the exact same thing. But oh, I feel so bad I don't have anything for you.
It's only a gift to make you feel a little better, not worse. Don't mention it, just you enjoy. But please don't leave the empty bottle on the ground. You've such disdain for what we're trying to achieve. You act as though nothing was lost. Don't you want to see Nyx again? Or Thanatos?
Don't I want to see my mother again, or brother number I have no idea? No, they were even more stuck up than you. No offense.
How can you say such things about your relatives? Were they crueler to you than this?
Nyx always wanted things her way. Why should she, or anybody, have that kind of power over me? Because she made me? She didn't ask my permission, and I don't need hers.
I'm sorry.
Malinois?
Smells delicious.
You've consistently ensured the safety of your familiars. Not that I had any doubt. We are here to protect such creatures more so than the other way round.
Familiars are family, Headmistress. Perhaps through this ordeal, my bond with mine shall come to be as strong as the one you share with yours.
Of that I have no doubt as well. I've discussed the matter with Hecuba and Gali both, and they are willing to watch over you. If you ask nicely, of course.
What? Truly? But they're bound to you. Wait, who must I ask nicely? You or them?
I'd start with them.
Hello?
Into the earth you go. Should be of use. I thought I saw some movement by the fishing pier. A thorough investigation is probably in order, right?
Either that or rot here standing guard, right? Know what? Fine. I'll bite. Doubt anything else will. To have been born a fish. A life spent mucking about in the river of lamentation, only to be plucked out by you. What did they do to deserve this?
Shouldn't you be the one to know the answer to that? Perhaps it's the will of the fates that determines how we're born. Then you ensure we get our dues based on the choices that we make.
Be a lot easier if everyone was born on equal footing. But no one in my family thinks life's meant to be fair, other than me.
How can life possibly be fair, knowing there are creatures of all sorts, such as those dwelling in these waters?
We'd have to put a bit more structure into who decides how mortals are born, or how their souls come back to life. Topic for a different time. Think I saw a bit of movement over there. Make it a fair fight. Caught one.
Another MOBA.
Gave them a fair shot, didn't we? Real battle of wits back there.
This place is weird.
Liquid lamentation flows through the river Cocytus. Yet even in such hopeless waters, certain creatures learn to live and thrive.
I do sense some of them want out. Been meaning to try this. simmer away.
How would you look at that? How could I possibly say no? It seems you found my weakness here, Goddess.
The great tactician has no weaknesses, I'm sure. Though he does now have an extra bottle of nectar. Were you aware that Scylla and Charybdis had teamed up?
Oh, you could certainly say that. Why do you ask?
I caught their latest performance. It was quite a spectacle, to say the least. You could have forewarned me that the two were working in concert.
Goddess, forgive me, but I thought it was quite common knowledge that Scylla and Charybdis were collaborating. It's not a new development at all.
Perhaps I merely missed the news.
I don't see how you could have.
All grown up.
Whatever that is.
Focus. This is beyond my grasp. Wisdom of the past. Improved. A new detail. So that's it. One, please. Now I see. There.
Each of the ancient fate-wrought arms of night is now rejoined under the Princess of the Underworld's care, all equally prepared to rid the realm of any of its foes.
As am I. The crescent pick achieves a greater form.
The path to perfection.
New life for the tablets of peace.
Somebody fresh from Oceanus joins our ranks. Choose wisely, young one, ere you set forth each night. There's your arcana at the altar, your choice of nocturnal arms, your keepsake, your animal familiar, bang.
It's a lot to consider when you put it that way, Commander. But my objective is always clear. Find the Titan, slay the Titan. Free my family. Free Olympus.
Well, that was like 4 different things right there.
Now, Shade.
Weak. The oath of the unseen.
Going up. Cold up here.
This matter with Kronos, it may seem unconscionable that a parent could resent their own children. But let me tell you, girl, there are moments when I almost sympathize. Very well.
Behold the argent skull.
Why am I even talking to you, sister? You save your breath, I'll save mine. They're mine. Blood shall spill! To the mountaintop as yet. In case you haven't, nothing good awaits you there. Or so I hear.
What do you mean, Typhon? I'm surprised the Olympians don't have you helping out with him, instead of bashing a bunch of weaklings far from where the real danger is.
The Olympians won't abide some half-god stealing their glory. I get the drudgery, not the important work. Thank the fates that you get some of each.
See the size of that terrible Typhon, my niece? It has been so long since last we fought that I dare say he's grown still larger in the intervening time. And sneakier as well. All of that shaking here, it was from him.
What do I care?
What next? What else is here? Better. Let me help you. See you in the crossroads. Ah, We did it, Rocky. Lost its signs. There he is.
You've seen it now firsthand. Our great mountain is perpetually besieged, and we've not had a moment's peace of late. Yet this trial only makes us stronger as a family.
Shocking every time. Should put a dent into that barrier. Last one. Sister Selene.
Your relatives on Mount Olympus all are well aware of me, of course. In most respects, I now can aid you openly, and even they themselves may grant you greater strength using my light. Let them believe that strength is theirs alone.
Thank you, Selene.
Night Bloom.
In the name of Hades. Felt that. No thanks. I heard so much about you, Uncle. But you're not just very strong. You're generous as well. I am grateful, and would give you this.
Little niece, how thoughtful, but deeply unnecessary. Yet now I'm feeling generous, so here, this one's for you.
Well, this is quite a catch. Hear me, on my authority. There.
From the sea!
On the hook. This is a neck biter. Back to nature. I've run into Lord Hermes at the summit of Olympus, making preparations against Typhon with the rest. Have you been able to cross paths with him? So, not for very long.
It is I. Admit it, girl. You would have taken any sort of blessing here and now, whether from me or any of my kin. Well, as the fates would have it, you're getting the very best. Then here.
Thank you for your service.
Sorceress?
You fixed it, me? This witch is back. There's bodies everywhere. I've had it good, but you're about to get it bad.
Lady Medea, aren't you supposed to stand with me here rather than with him? Though the will of Night would never to be questioned, and this is all part of the vows I spoke.
Night brings terror, sorceress. A fear of the impossible and the unknown. I merely am fulfilling my responsibility unto that cause. So please, address Lord Polyphemus here, not me.
Lord Polyphemus. Think I like the sound of that. After all, lords tend to have big appetites. Now come on over and I'll add you to the corpses on the ground.
Poisoned.
Pacified. I love the crops coming.
You stink.
And thus, once more, the will of Night is done.
You're nothing but a morsel to a peckish Cyclops girl.
Oh, barely escaped from him. You ever faced a Cyclops, Phrenos? No?
Getting crowded out there. More shades, guy with the horns. I don't like him, Al. Not one bit.
As we grow in numbers, we grow in strength. What's your concern with that?
Don't like to share? Except this tent. I don't mind sharing it with you. Most of the time.
I'm honored. I learned what happened to the Fates, Lord Moros. Or rather, how Kronos discovered where they were. It was Chaos who led Kronos to them. Chaos, of course, seems to regret this now, and I don't think had any ill intent.
Oh, that is a lot of information to take in. It does make some amount of sense. Kronos having free reign in your father's house, eventually found his way to Chaos, then coaxed this vital information out of them. Then he ambushed the Fates as part of his plans for conquest.
You're taking all the...
You're seeing me right now. It's just, my anger changes nothing, typically. So Chaos now is working to undo some of the damage caused. Kronos removed one thread in the Fates, but created another. Perhaps an unwise trade.
Making a mockery of Chaos seems unwise to me.
You're so worked up about this war, like it's some huge thing. Olympus loves a good war. Have him all the time up there. Got a whole god dedicated to him and everything. Know how easy it is to get him to start fighting?
No, Eris, please, enlighten me. Just how easy is it to get my relatives to descend into acts of unconscionable violence and destruction?
Well, this one time, they all flew into a tizzy over a single golden apple. A mysterious offering marked for the fairest one of all. They had a little dispute over who the secret admirer meant. One thing led to another, and boom.
That sounds like a simple misunderstanding, if not a prank. But you say it grew into a full-scale war. What happened then?
Nah, long story.
Here are the bones. Good evening, broker.
Good to see you.
Have you caught Eris snooping through our plans or anything? Have to be even more discreet with her about.
She stays over in her little corner mostly, Goddess, but I've been keeping my eye on her in case of anything. As long as she undermines our efforts well out of earshot.
We can plan around it, you mean?
Aye.
Drink of the earth.
And soon.
Don't worry. I'll be fine. I know those woods out there like the back of my, leg, I do suppose. I'm always grateful for your hospitality, great Titaness.
And you are welcome here and safe, Arachne. Now, I must beg your pardon. The matters that unfold of late require more of my attention than I'd like.
I truly understand. Then I'll get out of your hair. Farewell for now.
Farewell in turn.
Some of you made it from the surface, huh? Could always use some new disciples here. See any shades of the dead out there just loitering around, remember your training and sprint right into them. They'll come around.
They'll more than come around, sir. They're prepared to join our fight. By now they know exactly who I am and what we stand for here.
May you keep running into lots of them.
I'd best be off. Death to Kronos.
Your poor father. You must have been the jewel in his eye, only to have been ripped away. He would have been so very proud. Well, perhaps not proud as such. He was never big on taking pride in anything, now that I think on it. I'm proud of you, at least. Ah, yes.
The sacred bond. Transform.
lovely wife has graced you with her presence, Melinoi. She's very watchful, that one, so you're in good hands. Good, strong, and very watchful hands.
He wants a sacrifice. How could I possibly refuse? Rocky, use that beak. Remember that. Olympus, I accept this message. Right. Right.
Silken finery, so soft. Oh!
Looks valuable, Rocky. Appreciate the help.
Don't, my friend. Just... You don't need to look at me like that. You don't need to look at me at all. Look at the fineries I've made. Silk in every shape and color, see? It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is, Arachne. But to think I could have wronged you with an inadvertent glance just now. It's just I'm concerned for your safety out here.
Oh, there's no need for that. You see, my form included certain benefits. I get to live a long, long time to enjoy it. Besides, just because you found me here doesn't mean just anybody can. I hear that.
Fits perfectly.
Do be careful out there.
By that abhorrent monster Typhon. It is more than a threat. It is an insult. I control the seasons, yet he dares smother our mountain in his foul storm.
Sure, why not? Out of my sight. Some bones. The skull gleams anew. Sting away. Just me. Some flux.
retrospect, I ought not have permitted Kronos to speak with me, but he was persuasive. I still do not fully understand how you communicate. What you say is not always what you mean, and your intentions may be carefully veiled, so I pay closer notice now.
Ferry souls into the underworld, but has become quite valuable to the ongoing war effort. He's quite effective with that ore of his.
Fulfill the oath. You have a raven friend with you. Birds seldom take to Erebus, if they can even make their way. A spy, I thought at first, but no. Perhaps Selene sent him down to you.
This is Rocky, whom I found in a secluded glade nearby, all on his own. I know better than to trust inherently, though felt a strong connection to this one.
I likewise sense no ill intent from him. Our familiars may take on a variety of forms, no different from our friends or enemies. Let's see how well this one keeps up. of Raval is not a simple artifact to wield, but I can see you two have come to grips. Return to Shadow now.
For me.
may.
Should help.
My dear son Zeus is already abetting you this night. I fear not his famous thunderbolt, young fool that he is.
Moving on.